Hi everybody, it's your Uncle Gamer-Pinion here, and we're actually doing something a bit different today. I've got 3 misfits here who all like video games, and the Game Awards is going to be, I think it's on the 12th? I think it's on the 12th or something like that.
11th to the 12th?
Something like that. I don't fucking know.
We already don't even know what the fucking date is.
The 11th.
Very promising start.
I ain't got a clue. I thought it would be a good idea to get these 3 misfits together and just go over all of the categories and just kind of talk about like which ones we think should win, which ones we think probably should have been on here that aren't on here, because I know a lot of us have different thoughts on it, and we'll just speedrun the categories that we really don't give a shit about. I mean, there's quite a few in there I don't care about. But I think the first thing that we should do is introduce everybody. So, which one of you 3 want to go first?
I'll go first. Hi everyone, I'm Adrian. I can say I'm the managing editor of Smash Jump, so you can check us out at smashjump.com, but today I'm just a friend.
I'm Nicole. I do things on the internet sometimes that don't really matter to anybody. And excitingly, I do a Stargate podcast, and that show's just been brought back for a new show by Amazon, so I'm excited. So come over and talk about that if you care. And I play games next.
I'm Ashton Lavelle. I've got a YouTube channel, Ashton Lavelle. Wow, very simple, very easy. I make content about video games that I like a lot.
Right, okay, so perfect. I think we should probably get started then. First one I want to get started with, very easy one, because I know we're all going to agree with this. Game of the year. Can we just say it's all going to be Expedition 33?
Wow.
With that?
Wow.
Are we all
no build up, no foreplay,
No.
Just right to the climax.
You gotta tease me a little bit first, Sam. Jesus Christ.
So, just to be clear, we are all saying Expedition 33, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right.
For those who come up.
You can stop the video now, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Let's go over the esports shit for a second, right? Best esports team. There's Gen G, NRG, Team Falcons, Team... Do we really give a fuck?
No.
Okay.
Move on.
I can say that I know a bit of Counter-Strike as a former, I can say semi-pro, whatever.
Okay, great. So in that case then, Team Vitality wins just by default. Right,
Yes.
Moving on to the next one then. Best esports athlete. Brock Sommerhalder, Chovy, Forsaken, Kakeru. Where's the Counter-Strike stuff? Right, Zywoo's winning because of Counter-Strike.
Zywoo was great.
Best esports game, Counter-Strike's on there. There we go, we won.
But I love that we have just absolutely zero. We do not care any of the esports stuff.
No.
Or
Nobody
care
watching this does
about,
either.
Like,
Let's be
about,
honest.
What's that one guy
It's
doing
so
in the
funny to
comments be
me.
like, yeah, oh, I like esports. I know all these people. I watch it regularly. And now, speaking of people who play games for a living, next category is Content Creator of the Year. So we've got Kadrill, Kai Cenat, the Moist King himself, Sakura, Miko, and the Burnt Peanut. Can we all just agree that it's going to be Charlie?
I think it's gonna be
No.
Charlie.
What do you
Wait a
mean, no? How dare you?
Senat has been pulling some crazy Twitch stuff.
Yes, but he's also been in a lot of controversy as well.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go Charlie.
He's not a
Has
good
he?
person.
Oh, I missed that. This is the only thing I'll say about this category. Charlie makes me mad, and not because of him. I don't know anything about him. I don't watch his content. I don't know anything about him or anything like that. I just hate how his thumbnails are so basic and like they're just screen caps of his stream, just his face like in a random frame, and yet he gets millions and millions of views, and I'm over here slaving away trying to figure out how to make a perfect thumbnail. I'm like, this guy's got something on lock, dude. Like respect.
He doesn't need to. He's the Moist King. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to go that far. Most anticipated game. This is a big one, right?
This is it.
007 First Light, GTA 6.
This is our game of the year.
Wolverine,
for next year.
Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us would have like different ones. So, Adrian, what's your pick?
Look, I'll say the logical option is GTA 6 because it's just too big to be ignored. But my heart says 007 First Light because I want a proper sort of action adventure with stealth elements. I've been missing that. That's not Hitman, and hopefully something to distinguish itself from Hitman from what we've seen. That's my choice here.
Well, Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna win, but fuck that. I would put Witcher 4. I don't think that's coming out next year, but of these games, that is the one that I am by far and away the most excited for.
So I'm actually really torn. I really love Resident Evil a lot, but I really respect, and appreciate the Witcher in that world. But I'm gonna have to say that I am such a big fan of Hitman that I am actually 007 on this one, and the actor who plays James Bond in this one, Patrick Gibson, he was Dexter, and he was in my favorite series, Shadow and Bone. So I'm extra excited for it. So I know that's a weird one to choose, but I'm going for 007 on this one.
I mean, the most two that I want to vote for is either Wolverine or Requiem. The only two that haven't got a vote yet, so hooray.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Resident Evil person, so I'd probably say Requiem. But I mean, just by default, I mean, there's 2 votes to 007, so I think that majority rules will go for 007. Although, actually, I do think that Witcher 4 is not going to come out next year. I think it's at least going to take until 2027. So people who think that it's going to come out next year, be a bit more realistic. What the fuck was that?
He's typing.
The hell are you typing?
Sorry,
Yeah.
did you guys
Type
hear me?
really loud.
I'm
Every time you
sorry.
type, it's always so loud.
Look, I want to...
007 First Light, then. That's our pick. Right, moving on to the next one then. Best adaptation. So I've got a bit of a bone. Yeah, I got feelings too,
Same.
right? Why the fuck is Sonic 3 not on here?
When was
People
it?
forgot.
Let's see.
Because that was a great
It
film.
was December, right?
It was last year, my guy.
So,
But it was
so
December,
was
right?
fucking
Which
Indiana
is,
Jones.
It's in the category here because the Game Awards end at like end of November,
Yeah.
early December, whatever, and so
Yeah.
anything after that qualifies. And I think
Yeah.
Sonic 3 was after that, but it was last year. People forgot.
It's like-
It should be there instead of the
It
Minecraft
should.
movie for sure.
No,
or
no,
Until
no,
Dawn.
no,
Either one.
No, it should be there instead of Last of Us Season 2 or Until Dawn. Last of Us Season 2 butchered that game. I don't even like that game, but I think that they completely fumbled that. Part of
Well,
the
either
first
way,
part
Until
story-
Dawn is like a universally.
Oh, yeah,
like
no.
everyone hates that show.
That's
bad.
that's
So it should be-
nothing to do
you
with
know.
Until Dawn. It's a creative horror film, but it's not to do with the game. at all.
I'm really gutted
Yeah,
that last year we had like banger choices, and this year it's like fuck all choices. What I
Whoa,
will
whoa,
say
whoa,
is
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa, whoa! Devil May Cry. It's
for
okay.
me,
Devil May Cry is
for me, if Fallout had dropped this like before the Game Awards season 2, then I'd be like going hard on Fallout. 'Cause I think that
dude, no.
Fallout is such a
Oh.
superior adaptation.
Yep.
However, it's not. So we're left with some choices where I don't like over half of these options.
I would vote Devil May Cry because it is a really good show and it's like in that vein of Castlevania. Everybody likes it. It's got like a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes, guys. It's crazy. Like,
Okay, I
it's
have to
insane.
watch it then. I have to watch it then.
So let's just nip it in the bud then. I don't really give a fuck about which one
I'm gonna go
wins.
Devil May Cry because
I'll
I
go
trust
Devil
Ash.
May
I'll go
Cry.
Devil May Cry as well. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Trust Ash.
Devil May Cry. Yeah. Fuck Until Dawn. Best multiplayer game: Ark Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Reign, Peak, and Split Fiction.
Not
Discuss.
multiplayer. That's that's a wrong name.
Couch co-op
That's a
is
wrong
It's the
multiplayer.
same
Couch
thing.
co-op is multiplayer.
Like it's
What are you
forced
talking
too.
about?
You have to do it. You have to. There's multiple players. That's
No, you're
literally by
right. It just
definition.
seems wrong to be up against all those.
Did anybody play Peak?
I know. I watched a lot of people
I
play it.
I had fun with it. I had fun with it, with my friends. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's the best multiplayer game. There's definitely better multiplayer games that come out this year. I'd probably say Battlefield.
I would say Battlefield 6. Because let's be honest, we played here as a team in Battlefield 6 and we had loads of fun.
Okay, I mean, all in favor for Battlefield 6?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know. I feel weird about it, but like, I don't know. This one was a tough category for me.
Elden Ring Night Reign and Split Fiction, they're great, but the co-op, the multiplayer is not the main point of it. Ark Raiders is the bias, like the recency bias choice.
What? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You literally can't play Split Fiction by yourself, and you can play Elden Ring Night Reign
You
by yourself. but
shouldn't.
The whole point is that it's a multiplayer. What
I
are you
will say
talking about?
actually, Battlefield 6, you could easily go into that on your own and like have a decent
Yeah.
time, right? Split Fiction and Elden Ring Night Reign, you ain't doing shit without communication with your team at all.
Right? So I think
can-
this is the difference. I don't know what the
This
distinction
isn't
is
best competitive game. It's best
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Maybe I just think differently. I tend to kind of like discount co-ops as much. But yeah, that's just me.
You're fixating on like the wrong thing respectfully
Probably.
here. I do think overall, right? I think that the creativity and the level of work they put into getting Split Fiction and Elden Ring Night Reign to work the way they do is superior to Battlefield 6, which in my opinion is just doing what it previously did, just tweaking it a bit. You know, I feel like it hasn't really,
But
you know, that's just me.
Look, I'll go Battlefield 6 on my
That's
end.
fine, just do it and
We'll
move on.
see.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
well,
fine. I
So, majority rules that we're playing Battlefield 6 then.
Yeah,
We're voting Battlefield 6. Right, okay, there we go. Right, awesome, lovely. I love democracy. Right, next. Okay, best sports and racing game. A category that I don't fucking care about. Now, I'm just going to say out the blue,
Mario.
I think Sonic Racing. Because I
I go with Sonic
I think,
Racing.
I don't
think
either.
Sonic Racing
I don't care,
is a
go
lot
either.
better than Mario Kart World and a lot better than all of the rest
Fair.
of them.
Yes.
EA Sports
Look,
FC is just the exact same.
I
every
got
year,
beef
so is
with
F1.
EA Sports games. Just anything that's not that, I don't care.
Look, it says there underneath EA Sports FC 26, it says EA Romania. I'm Romanian. I have to go with that.
Yo,
I'm just kidding.
yeah,
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm going with Sonic Racing, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
This is the only one in this list that has some originality, and we reviewed it on SmashJump.com, so you can find the review there. Mario Kart World.
Hey, Adrian just putting all these plugs in everywhere he
to.
can.
Shameless plug.
Mario Kart World is great at the beginning, then immediately fizzles out. Like immediately. Rematch, I've read about it, I haven't played it, but it's not that interesting from what I've seen. So yeah, I'll go with Sonic.
Right, so Sonic Racing. We're all agreed with Sonic Racing, yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely stuff. Right, moving on then. Best sim strategy game. We have...
All right,
Jesus
We
Christ.
have...
go ahead and give the nominees,
Let's go to
because
the
I got
nominees.
beef.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, or Ivalice, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest
Sid Meier.
Rising, The Alters, and 2 Point Museum. Right,
Oh, the altars!
Why
discuss.
is the Alters here though?
Discuss.
The altars. So good. It's so, you know what I will say right. I don't think that the altars and the other games kind of fit into the same category here. They're
Yeah.
very different. But I do think that the altars is a banging game and did something crazy good. And you are doing like that kind of like management of resources and stuff. It's very much like got that sim kind of strategy vibe, just much more narrowed down than the usual big expansive stuff in the other games. But the altars is a fucking good game. And having like the fact that it's so damn good and that one actor did such a good performance in it, you don't tend to get such good sims, in my opinion, with that level of storytelling.
My beef. This is the first of the categories that I think needs to be changed. Sim and strategy are not the same thing. They are
No.
distinctly different things. And
Yeah.
this is a thing that's going to happen in a couple of these categories as we go forward, where I think that some of the genre definitions that Jeff puts in here are very archaic and needs to be changed. Like the Alters and like Civ 7 are such different games. Like why are they in the same category with each other? It's weird. We
Good
have
point.
enough of both that come out every single year that we don't need to squunch these together. You know, so that's my beef. I don't really have a vote here because I mean the closest thing here that I give a shit about is Civ 7, and Civ games always launch like shit. So like, you gotta wait like a next year or two for the DLCs to come out and it to be a good game again.
Yeah.
So I guess you could do the Alters, but this is just the first of the genres that I'm like, Jeff, you need to fix this.
I don't really have an opinion, so we'll go with the Alters, and we'll move on to the next one. Hooray, yay.
Yay. No opinion.
We did
Yay.
it.
Gamer-Pinion has no fucking opinion. Yay.
I didn't play any of them, I don't like the genre. Best family game. Right, so we have Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. I personally would probably say family games for me are where all of the family can be involved with it. So Split Fiction I don't really think should be here because you only play with one other person. Racing games like Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing, they're always fun. Mario Kart Wii, I loved that game as a kid. Voyagers and Lego Party, I know nothing about them. So Donkey Kong Bonanza, can you play co-op in that?
I don't think so.
Like, what classes
I don't
as a
think- I
family
think so.
game for you guys? Because family for me is where everyone can join in.
To me, it's more like accessibility. So can this be enjoyed by, kids, by teenagers, across all groups, So that's my definition.
This is the second genre that is fucked. Because what the fuck is a family game, Jeff? Tell me what a fucking family game is. He says it's for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. What the fuck does that mean?
Right, so
I
this
have
is
no
what
fucking
I mean.
idea. Does that mean multiplayer? Does that mean it's for all ages?
I
What does
think
that
everything.
mean? This is just put the games that are rated E for everyone in this category. That's what this feels like, and it's kind of stupid. I hate this genre. Get rid of it. It's Donkey Kong Bonanza's gonna win.
Bonanza then?
Bonanza.
Bonanza? Bonanza.
Real quick, Adrian.
Yeah.
If I may you cut this part from the video. Adrian, if I may suggest, if you gotta look something up, you should probably just use your phone.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
You don't have your own microphone, so it's
I
like,
try to be professional, like discreet, like,
No,
you
it doesn't
know
work.
so much about DK Bonanza. No.
Best fighting game. So we got 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Virtua Fighter 5, Revo World Stage.
I don't care, respectfully.
I
I can talk about this a bit because we've been reviewing some.
He's there with the
very-
plugins again. He's there with the plugins.
I'm not gonna plug in
He's
anymore.
fucking just shamelessly plugging it in all the time.
SmashJump.com.
Fatal Fury City of the Wolves would probably win here. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. As I understand, good idea to bring the whole collection, but it has some implementation issues there. Capcom Fighting Collection is a collection again. Virtua Fighter 5 is a collection again. So I think here Fatal Fury is probably gonna win it.
So this is another one that's like, this one is not Jeff's fault. This one is games journalists' fault because they're the ones who vote on which games show up here. And fighting games kind of a hard genre every year because like usually not a lot of games are coming out for it. But why do we have 2 different collections on here when there are, if I recall, 2 other fighting games that came out this year? They might not have been great, but neither was Mortal Kombat Collection. People don't like how that game came out right now. You had the Hunter x Hunter game that came out, and like people didn't really like it, but it's a new game. It's not just a remaster collection that they threw on there, and then also it broke and it didn't work. People hate it. Like,
that's a good point. Yeah.
This is like, it's just one of those categories that I'm like, every year we have this conversation about should this category be here, should this category not be here, are there enough games for it? And I respect that he puts the fighting game stuff in here, but like, I don't know. It feels like sometimes there's years where it just doesn't need to be here. I don't know.
All
Carry
right,
on.
okay. Here's a big one, right? Best RPG. Avowed, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. So,
Ashton and
this
I
is a
have
big
beef
one.
about this. Now, I think Sam actually kind of agrees with me, but we don't ever really talk about it because Sam's like, I don't know, you don't really have any talk on this. I don't see Expedition 33 as an RPG only because my definition of role-playing game isn't that, you know. I just feel like I'm literally just playing as Gustav and Verso and my aunt, everyone. Jesus Christ, Adrian, my ears.
Adrian,
Use the phone!
motherfucker! Use your phone!
Use your phone!
Stop it!
I think that just playing as those characters, for me, like a role-playing game is where you actually like go in and like really take hold of a character and go with them and create like a story with them. The only like role-playing elements I really see in this game is like your build for when you're kicking butt. And that to me just doesn't really suit how I see it. I know that that's like wrong, and then that means that like all JRPGs, I swear to God, all JRPGs are, Adrian, I can't think. When you do it, I can't think. Stop typing. Stop typing. I've stopped my argument. Use your phone. So the bottom line is that I just think that, and I know that that would make all JRPGs technically, like a lot of them, not RPGs in my head, but that's just how I see it, you know? Like, the first ever RPG I played was, like, Mass Effect. And that's, like, kind of the experience that I want to get. And then my follow-up RPGs were, like, Baldur's Gate and stuff. So I'm like, right, this to me isn't that. So I don't think it should be in this category. For me. I know I'm wrong. However, for my own perception and how my head works, I think that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the better option here. But that's just me.
Okay, I'll go straight because I don't have as strong opinions as Nicole here. Generally, I don't have strong opinions as Nicole in life, generally, but
Jesus.
So I go with Expedition 33. It's an action RPG simply because it does update sort of JRPG combat style, and the developers themselves basically say, look, this is an action RPG. So I'll go with that. And it's also, the thing is, it has to win. You know, I always thought that, look, if you're gonna win Game of the Year, which I think Expedition is, you kind of have to win your main category. So I think this is the opportunity for them to do that.
I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because I think that does a lot more RPG elements than Claire Obscure.
Yes, someone who agrees!
Because the definition of RPG is a role-playing game, and Claire Obscure kind of goes on like this one stagnant line. Yeah, you can romance people and whatever, and you can make your own build with all the characters, but whenever I played RPGs, it's a role-playing game where I can literally change the world. And from what I've seen of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you can do that. So that makes perfect sense. The same with Avowed, and the same with Outer Worlds 2. So, but those two games, they don't have the same like kind of like impact as Kingdom Come and Expedition 33. Now, Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year no matter what. You know, we've already been over that.
We all love
and
it.
It will
doesn't take away from our love.
If it doesn't win, if Joff doesn't give it the Game of the Year award, then I mean, there'll be panic in the streets, and cats and dogs will start living together. There'll be mass hysteria. So,
will protest. France will protest.
Yeah, the second French Revolution will begin.
Yeah, anyway, both of you are wrong. Comments, get them. Get them. They're actually, in fun fact, this is crazy. In these definitions you guys are using, you're kind of being racist. That's kind of crazy.
The hell do you mean?
The only RPGs you guys have played are Western RPGs, so that's why y'all are doing that. If you play any JRPG in your life, you would know that that's not how it works. You are taking you are taking the words role-playing game and just going exactly literally off of that, but that's not what the definition in the gaming industry is, because all of us who have been around for as long as we have know better than that, because we're not dumb, right? So that's number one. Number two, Exodus 33 wins this, right? We all know that. Prediction, I also think, just looking at what the games on here are, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the only one that has an argument, but Exodus 33 is the better game, so it wins regardless. Number three.
Fuck me.
Number three is the last point. The reason why Exodus 33 is an RPG is because RPG means more than one thing. It means more than just making decisions and changing the world and outcome of things. Because if that was the case, then Telltale games are RPGs, but they are not, and we all know that. They are narrative-based games. That is not how it works. RPGs can be making decisions and changing the world, but a big part of it is also stats and builds and levels and how the game operates on a moment-to-moment basis. Clair Obscur is a turn-based RPG heavily inspired by JRPGs, which historically do not have major decisions like that, and that's okay because that's how it works over there. And stop being racist. Yes, I pulled the card. I pulled the racist card. Get him. I want comments to know. I want the comments to know that this is like the first turn-based RPG. You pulled out your phone.
So if you guys just want to have a look at the Discord chat right now, I've literally put both these games in a random generator and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 as one. So let's just move past this.
Wow, that's crazy on your screen. Wow,
democracy rules.
Wow.
And Gamer-Pinion.
Look, we're giving every other award to Clair Obscur anyway. Shut the fuck up. It's fine.
That's crazy.
Well, next time you want to do this on your own channel, you can do, and you can bend the rules to your.
You want to do this?
You guys are not allowed to be there.
You can bend the rules to your own way.
You're bending the genres.
Yeah.
Hey, best action adventure game.
Yay! Speaking of,
Death Stranding.
It's not in there. It's not in there.
Is it not?
You have to
no,
do
because it's not an action adventure game.
You have to do what, Adrian?
It's an RPG.
No, so it's Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight. Oh,
you're reading out. Oh, okay, go on, go for it. Take my job.
Split Fiction, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And this is why I really cared about this category, because for the first time I literally saw Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which it's kind of like last year, isn't it? Like December. I like that it
came out after Game Awards stopped.
I like that it's being somehow, like, okay, yes, it exists. But I feel like if they were serious about it, to me, in my opinion, because I reviewed it and I loved it, absolutely loved it, I think it deserves more. Probably even a Game of the Year nomination, if we're still talking about it. So in my case, I'll just say this simply, in this section, to me, Indiana Jones is my favorite.
I'm just going to immediately blitz through that and just say Hollow Knight Silk Song, no question. Next.
I'm going to say Split Fiction, because that's the only one I played.
I mean, I only played one of these games, so Silk Song.
There we go then. Right, moving on. Best action game. Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
I'm saying right now Hades 2, that's it, that's my vote.
Okay, anybody else?
That will win. That will win.
That will probably win.
It's incredible. Have you played Hades 1 as well? Like, they're both bangers.
It's okay.
By this definition, Ninja Gaiden 4 should win, because it's the most character action.
Have you played Hades?
Game.
Have you played Doom?
I haven't played Hades, but...
Yeah, then shut up.
I'm really sorry for Doom the Dark Ages, which I think is an excellent game, because I feel like it's probably not going to get anything.
You know the reason why Doom's not going to win anything? No Mick Gordon.
Okay.
No soundtrack. They got rid of the guy who made the soundtrack. So it's not the same.
Yeah.
Because the music in those two games, especially Eternal, that's what made them.
I just want to say that my thing with the reason I love Hades so much is that the combat, it's so just combat. Like, it's room to room, combat, it just non-fucking stop. And then occasionally while you're running through rooms, one room will have a little shop so you can, like, modify your run. And then you can choose to, like, just start fighting with basically the Grim Reaper. And then you end up in like a boss fight with him, and it's fucking mental, and there's no breathing, there's no breaks, just constant fighting. And then occasionally you get some dialogue just like thrown in, just to add some extra layers to it, you know. I think that Hades 2 is a superior game to most games, and I think that if you played it, Adrian, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying.
Maybe I will play it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, to be fair, Hades 2. I think we got two people here who say Hades 2. One says Ninja Gaiden 4.
Well, I just think it's gonna win. I don't have a big dog in this fight because
I think it's gonna win as well.
2.
So I think that's probably that probably like
know.
cements it then, doesn't it? Right, 82. Hey, best VR/AR. We have Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcane Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk. Now I'm probably just gonna give it to Midnight Walk just because I like the art
It just
style.
looks the most unique. Yeah.
It's just
Go that.
it just looks nice. Are we all in agreement with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We go from one category we don't care about to another one which I do not
Best
give a shit.
mobile.
Best mobile game. Destiny Rising, Persona 5 Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, and then Wuthering Waves. I don't
I
care.
have no opinion.
Someone tell me.
I'll tell you this, okay? Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, is very popular in Japan right now. So I would go with that one.
Shout out to the Japanese.
I heard good stuff. About it. It's a strange game where you play as
It's horse girls.
horse girls, and you have to train them on speed, on like stamina, and
Speed.
they race each other around the course like a horse, but they're girls.
It's like a
yeah.
weird harem. I don't like it.
Me.
It's strangely addictive. Apparently, you can find it online. I'm not gonna say more.
Fuck it. Why
Just
not?
do it. Just that. We don't care about this category.
Let's give it to the horse game. Why not? Next one. Best debut indie game. So we have.
Oof.
I've got
Oh.
opinions.
So
I've
there's
got
some
opinions.
controversy
I have
on this one
opinions
because there's a missing votes. So the votes we have right now are Blueprints, Expedition 33, I'm fucking gonna butcher this. Desplat,
Despelote.
Despelote. Thank you.
Despelote.
And then Dispatch. So
Okay. Blueprints.
Blueprints as well.
Yeah. I've just for my argument, I love Claire's Expedition 33, and it's a perfect example as how indies can climb up. However, with it getting like it's gonna win everything. It's already gone past like it's going past indie now. It's like about to blow past that and like enter the AA space, and then eventually maybe AAA. Who knows how they go? But like I feel like that the investors are coming. Everything is changing for them. And I think that a company that is an indie that's remaining an indie are the guys who did Blueprints. I think that is it Dogu Bomb?
Yep.
They made an incredible game. I need to talk about Blueprints for a minute.
Agree. I played Blueprints. Really enjoyed it. I would actually put it in strategy because you absolutely need strategy for this game to succeed in. I have a problem with this category, and we will see next, because next one is basically best independent, right? This is best debut indie game.
yes.
Is this really Expedition 33's
Yes.
developers' first game? I don't believe so. I don't
is.
think so.
Yes.
Is
It
it?
is.
It is. It really is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why they're so incredible, but they've now blown past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with Blueprints because I think it's gonna sweep all categories it is in, and I feel like Blueprints should get more recognition.
I do want to give a shout out to Dispatch though. Dispatch was pretty good. I do have problems with it, like a lot of big problems with it. But it was a good time, and it did take me back to those good old like Telltale Games days.
Yeah.
But it's they can do better.
Okay.
I would vote Expedition 33, but it's tough, but we can kind of save the conversation for the next category. But the indie thing is the biggest thing that Jeff needs to figure out.
Right. Let's
Like, what
I
is an
agree.
indie kind of a thing?
Blueprints wins. Yay. Let's move on.
That's
right.
crazy.
Let's go over best independent game then, because some of these nominees from the previous one are actually in this, like Blueprints and Expedition 33. But then you've also got Hades 2, Silksong, Absalom, and Ball X Pit.
I actually think that this one's going to go to Hollow Knight Silksong.
Do you reckon?
I think they need something. Yes.
Yeah,
This is why
yeah.
we should have a
It's
blessed
fucking
performer.
Silksong, like Hollow Knight's it crashed every game server. There are so many improvements. The way you connect with the world and the people is so magical compared to the first game. And I just think that, and it's so much meaner, but it's so good. It's beautiful and so well put together, and they made everything work that worked before and then some. Silksong.
I would say for me, still Blueprints. It's an original idea. Silksong, although great, it is a sequel to that extent. But I want to give a shout out to smaller ones here, which I believe should be here. The Drifter is an excellent pixel art game, which should probably, remove ball and pit outside
Remove
of here.
balls. Remove my balls.
Yeah.
What even is Ball X Pit? I've not heard of that.
I think it's a multiplayer thing.
Or Absolem, I've not heard of these.
Adrian, if you look it up, you need to use your phone.
I guess I get deciding vote then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go Silksong just purely because of the fact like how big it was. Like it was a huge
It broke
thing.
every single marketplace.
Yeah, I remember specifically the day it came out. Unical were trying to buy it, and you kept sending us videos like, "It's not working, it's not working."
I
It's
didn't have to
crashing."
buy it. It was on Game Pass. Another win for me.
Still wasn't
But I was
working.
like, it wouldn't download over
Even
like
if it
an
was on Game
hour.
Pass, it still wasn't working.
I
It
was
still wasn't
sitting
doing
there and
it.
it wasn't letting me down. I was losing my mind. And then I realized that everything had broken and no one got to play Silksong. And I was like, I hate it, but I love watching the world collapse just because one little indie game came out.
And it was
so
like
impressive.
$25 or something.
People
Yeah.
want to give them more
Are you
money.
fucking you could have charged this game for 100 and you'd make millions. Like
Yeah.
So we are saying Silksong for that category then.
Yeah.
They built this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
Best community support is the next category, and we have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, fucking Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Can I just say, Baldur's Gate 3,
Baldur's Gate.
they've even said that they're not doing any more DLC, so why is it still
And they
why
keep
is it
doing
here?
it. No, you don't understand, Sam. You don't. Sorry,
No, it's not
sorry. So the only thing with Baldur's Gate 3, they said they're not doing any more DLC, but they keep doing updates and keep adding little things. Like they add in details down the line and little bits and bobs and like amendments to things, being like, hey, this line could be better, this moment here could be better. Let's tweak this over here. There's absolutely no reason for them to. They're not like going to make more money by going in and making these tweaks. They're just doing it because they can, and they're like, we want to keep working on it.
I think we're all going to be biased because we're all probably going to have our favourites, so I just want to say Helldivers 2. Just purely because of the ODST collab. That's the only reason.
I'm with you, Sam. I'm with you.
Honestly, because it has been voted Smash Jump's best game of all time.
Here we
Baldur's
go
Gate
for these
3.
fucking plugins again.
Plugin.
Here we
It's
go.
fucking
But-
plugin.
Baldur's Gate 3 is great because of how much community support from the beginning they showed, and they still show. So I would go with that. Like, they have that history of just engaging a lot with the community.
Okay,
Should we
what-
spin the wheel? Should we
Yeah,
do
let's
You wanna
go
spin the
50,
wheel?
50.
Right, okay, here we go. Let's spin the
spin the
wheel.
wheel?
It's rigged. I told you.
Wow,
It's
that's
rigged. It's rigged.
crazy. Wow,
Helldivers
that's
too.
so bad.
But I've not put
Hell.
Helldivers 2 twice. You can see, right? You can see this. Okay.
That's
Hey,
fine.
I'm in,
Look,
I'm in support
Halo
of this
wins.
rigging, okay?
Halo wins.
Stop the
I'm
count.
okay
Stop
with
the
it.
count.
Sure. Right, moving on. Best ongoing. We have Final Fantasy 14, fucking Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. Now,
See, we
I
could have
say-
given this one to Helldivers and then given the last one to Baldur's Gate.
No,
whatever, carry
because
on.
I want to give this to Marvel Rivals, right? And I'll tell you why. They've released so much content since launching last year. They literally had their first season within the first month, and they had 4 new characters that came in, the Fantastic Four, and then ever since then, every 2 months they've added new characters. Like previously, they've added Gambit, and they'll be adding Rogue at the half point in the season. They've added so much shit, and they're just still going. And there's a lot of like new updates that they keep releasing to make the game better, tweaks to the characters to make it more fair, and also new modes like Marvel Zombies. They've released a lot of shit for this game in the span of 365 days.
Okay,
So-
well, I've got an opinion on this, which is simply Helldivers 2. Fuck you.
That's fine. I'm fine with Helldivers winning. I don't care. There we go. Marvel Rivals. Lovely.
Wow, Sam gets his way again. That's crazy.
Hooray.
Can you believe
Wow.
it?
It's
On his
almost-
own channel? It's
It's
crazy.
almost like this was my idea. Games for Impact. So we have Consume Me, Despelote, see I pronounced it right this time, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop.
I have
Any of
several
them?
opinions, which is that I think Wonderstop was not a very good game. I actually really didn't like it very much. I feel bad saying that about an indie company, but sorry guys, it wasn't for me. What I will say is that South of Midnight is a fucking banging game. I have the special collector's edition vinyl and everything up there because it's so good. I think that the great thing about this game is it taught me so much about the South that I didn't realize existed. You know, like, especially being in the UK, I don't learn a lot of these things. I don't know what Americans teach in school, but I've learned so many beautiful things. And the music, the storytelling, the way that the emotions that I felt while playing this, and the connection I felt to each story. Like, there are 2 songs in particular that really like stuck with me, and that was Two Toed Tom, and then one that I actually really struggled to pronounce, called Altamaha. And it's about a mother and her child. And every time it comes up, I start crying. It's a beautiful game. The narrative is phenomenal. It's just, and the acting's great. I just think that it's just such a good adventure that teaches you so much about the, about Black history and culture.
I feel like as the Southern
American.
American here, South of Midnight.
Did it accurately represent your people?
It's a little more swampy, a little more Louisiana than where I'm from, but I mean...
Right, okay,
So,
so South of Midnight. South of Midnight then,
Cancel.
right, okay, perfect.
Okay.
Right, let's move on to innovation and
I have
accessibility.
strong opinions on the next
Now,
category.
here's just what I'm going to say about this, right? I'll quickly go over the nominees and then I'll just say something. So, nominees are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. Now, I don't really have any opinions on these. I'm glad to see Atomfall's getting some recognition. It should have been in
That's all
one
I
of the
want.
indie games.
So good.
But, Nicole, I know that you also want South of Midnight to win, so I'm happy with
Atomfall
it.
on this one.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Atomfall on this one.
Okay, so
Fine,
I'll say
Atomfall.
this, regardless of Nicole waving her arms here, I think in terms of accessibility,
So you've been
Assassin's Creed
click-clacking your
Shadows-
fingers all the way through this, so she gets it right.
Oh, wait a second. Assassin's Creed Shadows, I actually reviewed it. The thing is, in terms of accessibility, it is basically unmatched. If you look through the HUD, like you have blind mode, like not color blindness mode, you have a lot of how you want to play this game. You can toggle between if you want Japanese or other voiceovers or whatnot. I was really impressed. I remember being really impressed by the accessibility of Shadows. So I'll go with Shadows here.
Well,
That's-
okay,
that's
so
Yeah.
here's what I would say. This category isn't what's the best game here. It's what had the most innovation and
That's what I'm
accessibility.
trying to figure out.
And
That's
so
what I'm trying to figure out.
I did a quick little read through, and I think it's actually Doom: The Dark Ages. And I think that's really cool to take like the core element of what makes Doom is that fast-paced, chaotic, hectic, energetic action, and allow people who can't keep up with it to be able to play it and keep up with it. I think that's really cool.
I think that they all have. I think that all of these companies tend to follow the same kind of things, and I think that the thing with Doom is that it's a very. I think South of Midnight and Atomfall would have probably had these if the action wasn't so crazy fast paced. You know, like Doom is just a very fast actiony game, so they had to do those things. These games
Well, they
were
didn't.
built to be.
They didn't have to do it. They could have just.
No,
I
no,
mean,
but if they
that's
wanted it to
like
be
no other
accessible-
game does that. It's
If
like,
they wanted it to be accessible, they had to. While like when you look at Atomfall and South of Midnight, they are just slower games because their narrative.
But that's
is
the
slower, they're
innovation.
not
That's
big.
the innovation, right? It's
I know.
innovation and accessibility. What other game do you
Yeah.
know lets you literally slow the entire game down and even down to the specific projectiles and shit to where you can make it so you can play the game? Like I want to be careful that like I'm not an expert in accessibility or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to just pick the game we like the most because that's not
No,
what
no,
this
no, you're
category
right,
is.
you're
It's
right,
What is
you're right.
making it accessible and what's the innovation? I think that's like that's
That's the
crazy.
thing.
That's crazy cool.
Lovely. Okay, so Doom, best innovation and accessibility.
That was like the
Congratulations.
nicest argument we've ever had.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so next one's a big one then, right? So I know we got a lot of opinions on this, so I'm just going to go over nominations, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you what your pick is. That's it. And then we'll get into discussions, okay? So best performance. So we have Ben Starr for Expedition 33, Mr. Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox for Expedition 33, Erika Ishii for Ghosts of Yote, Jennifer English for Expedition 33, Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F, which is quite surprising, and the new Nolan North, Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So, let's go over it one at a time. So, when I say your name, just tell me who your vote is for, okay? Nicole,
Uh-oh. Jennifer English.
Adrian,
For English.
Ashton.
Jennifer English.
Okay, so mine's Ben Starr, okay? But I guess majority rules, like, fair enough, okay?
Jennifer English.
That's fair.
Let's-
Best audio design, right? So we got Battlefield 6, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghosts of Yote, and Silent Hill F. Now, I'm just going to say Expedition 33 just for the parry noise. Can we just
I think it's
agree?
Battlefield 6. I'm sorry.
Can we just
I'm-
agree?
I think
Like,
it's Battlefield 6. The parry sounds and some of the sounds in this game have some weird mixing in them where they sound kind of crunchy and like fuzzy at times. And I don't know what that's about, but it's a little weird. The way Battlefield 6 sounds and all the surrounding, hearing the footsteps, all the bullets, all the sounds you're hearing, the helicopters and the jets you're hearing above you and shit. It's immaculate. It's awesome.
Yeah, I go with
I think
Ashton
it's
here.
got
Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Another Battlefield. That's fine. I don't agree. Next.
Best score in music, Expedition 33, yes?
Yeah. Obviously.
Yes.
Okay, right,
Yes.
moving on. There we go. That was the most
Easy,
fucking
easy.
easiest one so far.
No question about it, especially for the fucking Goblu fucking boss music. Da-da-da-da-da.
Best art direction. Are we
Claps
again
for
saying
Expedition
Are we again saying that?
I have a
Yeah.
problem here, quick, because it doesn't do the distinction between technical achievement and art direction. So technical achievement, it should go to Death Stranding too, because just that looks amazing. But in terms of art direction, I'd go with the Expedition.
The whole
33.
game is literally within
So-
spoilers, a painting.
Yeah, so I'll
you
go
know.
still Expedition 33 here.
All right. Anyways, Expedition 33. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the next one. Best narrative.
Expedition.
Expedition 33!
Right. Yep. Fine. Okay. Moving on. Best game direction.
Expedition 33!
Are we literally?
Expedition 33.
This is the last one. Expedition 33. We're saying that again.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, there we go. Like we did it all. So hooray.
We done did it, team.
We done did it, absolutely. I think the only other thing that I'm going to ask you is, what do you actually want to see, like at the Game Awards? Like, what is like the biggest announcement that you want to see?
Expedition 33 DLC.
Half-Life 3 announcement, because it's in the air. Like, there's too many rumors to not like.
Delulu.
Yeah.
I think there's some Delulu in there.
Yeah.
I will say
Hope him.
Adrian's not crazy because
He's not.
they announced all the Valve stuff, the Steam machine, the VR headset, the controller, but they didn't put a price on anything. And we know historically that it's not out of the ordinary for Jeff Keighley to get console announcements on there, like they did with the Xbox Series consoles, right?
Yeah.
They announced at a Game Awards. So I wouldn't be, I would just hold your ass. And
Wow.
if you see Half-Life 3, it might be coming with the price for the Valve machines too. I don't know. That's just a thing that could happen, right? Because that's the last thing to still be announced is the prices for those things. Maybe that comes alongside, hey, it's a $700 Steam machine, but also it's coming with Half-Life 3. It's like, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. If you
believe
see
when I see it.
Half-Life 3, remember me. Okay.
Okay, I will.
I called it.
I have 2 wishlist items that if they put
Yeah.
it in Game Awards, I'll flip my shit. I want to see Fallout 3 / New Vegas remastered. I feel like that could happen. And I want to see Kingdom Hearts 3. Those are the 2 things I
Okay.
want.
4.
Alright.
You mean?
Or
Kingdom
4,
Hearts,
yes.
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
If I could have my way, I'd like to see the Bully 2, but it's not gonna happen.
Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
too.
Wolf Among Us 2, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But the one
Yeah.
thing, the
Good
one
one.
thing that I will say that I'm always excited for is the orchestra. Like,
Yeah,
this is
that's
why
the
I
one
watch
thing
it.
I get most hyped for.
All right, lovely. I
Yep.
mean, does anyone have any final words? I don't really know how to end this shit, so if anyone's got any final words, then please tell me.
I think the
Please
Game
share.
Awards are great. I know they're just the 3 hours of advertisements and the occasional award, but as a gamer, I have no problem with that, especially since Alan Wake 2 was announced at the Game Awards back in the day. So I think that despite it being like just big money machine and shit and like big advertising, I think that as a lack of E3 in the world who actually misses that, I think Game Awards are a treasure.
What she means to say, Jeff, is please give us free tickets.
That's right.
I checked the seats; they're not that much. It's just the flights that are more expensive.
Yeah.
We could go. It's like a couple hundred.
Wait,
quid.
where is it? Where is it?
LA,
Yeah.
Microsoft.
No
here.
sense.
Honestly, guys, if we could all like pay to go, like if we'd all go together, I'd be up for it.
Let's get a
I'd
hotel
be
in Skid
going.
Row. Let's do that.